Hello, and welcome to The Power of Up, your weekly boost of hope, perspective, and positivity. In a world that often pulls us down, this show is all about rising above. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Kellogg, and today we're talking about a topic that every single one of us deals with, and that's stress. But not the big, life-changing kind of stress. We're talking about the little stuff today. The everyday annoyances that sneak into our heads and steal our peace of mind. You know, traffic jams, emails that say, per my last email, or realizing you left your coffee on top of your car as you drove away. Those tiny stresses can feel huge in the moment, but here's the thing, they don't have to ruin your day. So today's episode is all about learning how not to sweat the small stuff. Yes, you've heard that phrase before. And let's be real, most of the time, it's not the big life events that break us down. It's the little things that just seem to keep piling up throughout your day. Your Wi-Fi cuts out during a meeting, you drop your phone and it lands face down, or you stub your toe on the same table you walk past 1,000 times. Now, why does this happen? Well, it's because our brains are wired to react. Stress is an ancient survival mechanism, great for running away from lions, not so great for dealing with a barista who messes up your order. Our bodies don't always seem to know the difference, do they? Well, the problem is when we let these small stresses take over, they drain our energy and attention away from what actually matters. It's like letting a mosquito ruin a beautiful summer night. And here's the danger. One little stress can snowball. You spill coffee on your shirt. I've had these days too. You spill coffee on your shirt, now you're annoyed, then the traffic feels worse, then you snap at somebody at work, and by noon you're convinced the universe has it out for you. It feels like that, doesn't it? It's a domino effect. It's your patience, your focus, and your mood all tumbling down. But the truth is, you're in charge of whether the first domino even tips over. And you can notice it and say, nope, not today. I'm not even going to start. And here's a question I love to ask myself. Will this little tiny thing matter in a week, in a month, a year? And chances are no. That flat tire will be replaced, that rude comment will be forgotten, and that text that you sent with a typo won't be the headline news at 6 o'clock. No worries. Shifting your perspective is like zooming out of a map. You realize that the traffic jam you're sitting in is just one tiny dot on a giant road of life. Another helpful thought, small stresses are just reminders that we're human. Mess ups, delays, mistakes. Welcome to the club. Everyone is a member, including myself. And if you can laugh at it instead of fight it, you'll instantly win. So before reacting, take a deep breath. Take that 5-second pause. That can stop a whole spiral effect. And instead of saying, this traffic is ruining my day, my whole day is going to be ruined from now on. Well, now I've got extra time to listen to my favorite podcast. Hopefully this one. If someone cuts in front of you in line, yeah, it's annoying, but do you really want to spend the rest of your day replaying that moment? And it's hard to get that out of your head. I know. It's hard not to let that infuriate you for the rest of the day, but don't let that person take away your power. Whenever something small bothers me, I like to counter it with something I'm grateful for. I spill my coffee. Well, at least I have coffee. I have a flat tire. Well, at least I have a car that's mostly dependable. Well, sometimes you just have to laugh at how ridiculous life can be. You drop your phone in the toilet. That's not just stress. That's a future dinner party story right there. How do you get that thing out? Well, I'll give you a personal example. Just last week, I dropped my toast face down on the kitchen floor. Of course, I like peanut butter and jelly on my toast. And for 5 seconds, I was furious. God is out to get me. This always happens. The rest of my day is going to be ruined. But then I thought, if the biggest problem in my day is toast that sticks to the ground, I'm doing pretty well. And that little perspective shift can save your mood. And we all have these moments. Maybe you've argued with a vending machine because it stole your cash. Maybe you've lost your TV remote while it was literally just in your hand. Don't beat yourself up, laugh it off, and move forward. And the truth is, life's too short to hand over hours of happiness to a minor inconvenience. The big stresses in life, they deserve our attention. The little ones, they're like passing clouds. You notice them, but you don't let them block the whole sky. So the next time you spill your coffee, miss a green light, or deal with one of those daily annoyances, remember, you've got a choice. You can let it drag you down, or you can laugh about it and maybe let it bring you up. And hopefully today, you'll be able to reconnect your life with joy, purpose, and possibility without those little stressors. Whether you're navigating through tough times or just need a lift, the Power of Up is here for you to remind you there's always a way forward and always a way up.